Is it possible to be both equally feminine and masculine and still attract a strong masculine? So here's the answer. Every one of us has masculine and feminine energy. So you have to know that you have both of them. I just talked about how I had to step into my masculine to be able to support my feminine energy. So we have both. Now, in my opinion of what I've seen so far, depending on what the sex you want to identify as, or the gender you want to identify with, you will predominantly have stronger energy that identifies with that gender or that sex. If you don't have it, it is most likely because of your conditioning or the environment you live in or any of those other things that have suppressed it to say, I need to have the equal of this. And what's funny is it's also that many women who ask that, it's more women I think who ask that question than men, but I think women are afraid of being feminine. And what's so sad is that if you also watch, right, and I study this so intricately through people, through work, it's sad because the wounded feminine tends to insult the wounded feminine more, which means that's why a woman not secure of herself will tend to judge, shame, and criticize other women. And it sucks, it's tough. Where women will be like, if they don't have something and they see someone who does have a good relationship, a life, a good body, any of those things that they think, they'll be like, oh my God, look at that bitch, she must be blah blah blah, or he must be rich, or he must be something. And so by doing that continuously, they tell themselves also that I don't need to have this. I don't need to give myself permission to have it because it's scary. It's scary to have it, and I don't think I can. So that's my honest opinion, is that a lot of women, especially in North America, are afraid of being feminine because, and I just gave this fucking spiel for 2.5 hours on my call. So I'll try and see if I can put that recording out on my Instagram because it was a private call. But they're afraid of being feminine because society has judged and conditioned and shamed femininity for so long. So they're afraid of being really feminine. So that's why they tell themselves, well, it's safer to be more masculine. And society just fucking validates that. It tells them, yes, you should be tough. Yes, you should make more money. Yes, you should have this status in society. And that dependency on validation kills that femininity and the trust and the flow and the belief in oneself. So in my honest opinion, I think a woman, if she would like to believe in her femininity, should take that responsibility to build it up more. And again, commitment and discipline. I'm not sure if you saw the first part of the conversation, Lena, because I saw you jump on later, but you have to use those two things to give and allow more of your femininity to thrive, because it's integral to who you should be and who you are. And when you do that, you will not only attract a new, more masculine man, you can even inspire the men around you to become more masculine, to step more into their masculine, because they'll see the challenge. And testosterone loves a challenge. So muscles, for example, which are based on testosterone, only grow when there's resistance. So crazy, right? This is how the universe has based masculinity and femininity even into our fucking DNA. And people who don't know about it, or people who don't accept it, it sucks. It's critical, but it's into our existence. And so the muscle, which is fed by so much testosterone, grows only when it has resistance. So if it has a challenge, it allows the masculine to step up so much more, and allows it to feel you know what, if this woman is being so feminine, I need to step into demanding, and I need to step into doing this. And I've realized that some of the most powerful feminine women will demand. They will demand of their men, they will demand of their relationships, they will demand of their families, and a strong masculine will show up. He will draw boundaries. He will draw boundaries when the demand is, I don't want to say necessarily unfair, but when the demand isn't aligned, he will draw boundaries. And he will realign the community, the family, the relationship, but he will show up when it's needed. Hey, and welcome to the Inner Yats YouTube page. If you like our content, make sure you click the like and the subscribe button so that you get more of these amazing videos that keep coming your way.